What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I talk about the most asked question in the comments below regarding Walmart two-step, and that is, how in the heck do you hit the proper shipping times for Walmart without getting suspended and or terminated? So today I'm going to talk about the 3 different choices, and I'm feeling a little generous. I might even throw in a bonus tip for how we handle it and how it's evolved over time, as well as how we're currently doing it in order to meet all the metrics and the requirements on Walmart.com. So we got that and a heck of a lot more to talk about. I'm super fired up. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. All right, so we're here on my screen. Okay, so let's talk about the different ways that you can still sort of do this from your apartment. So I'll explain a little bit more what I'm talking about here in a second. But first, I just want to remind you that my email is below in case you do want to jump on a call and talk about either full-on done-for-you automation and or you're trying to do a Walmart store on your own. I can certainly help you with either one of those, but I have my email below in case you do want to jump on a call. But let's talk about the problem at hand. So the problem is, it's a couple things. People have asked in the comments, so I'm obviously listening. They say, Liz, how are you getting the package to the person on time? And remember, specifically, we're talking about the side hustle known as Walmart two-step drop shipping. And I want to remind everybody that two-step is the absolute safest way. It's in fact the only way that you'll be able to stay open and keep your store open in the long run. With standard drop shipping, I'll kind of explain it in the quick and juicy and fast. That's how I'm going to explain it to you. The way that works is you're pretty much putting a bunch of products on your Walmart store, and as they sell, you're ordering them from Amazon and having them drop ship to the customer. So not only does the customer see the receipt, the original receipt from Amazon, they also get a box that shows Amazon. So when they open that up and they see what you paid and versus what they paid, they're going to get a little upset. So they could complain to Walmart, and Walmart will find out and they'll figure, oh, this person is drop shipping, which could potentially cause them to close your account down. That's the key there. However, let's say you get away with it. At some point, Walmart will start to get more savvy as to where the tracking information that you're putting into their backend is coming from. And most of those tracking numbers are fake. So they can be purchased from third-party vendors that sell fake tracking number so that you're kind of holding Walmart off and making them think that you're legit sending packages to the customer from your own warehouse. But realistically speaking, you cannot supply them with tracking numbers because most of your tracking information is direct from Amazon. So there's no way in hell you're going to want to get caught with your pants down sending the tracking numbers from Amazon to Walmart, showing that it's coming from Amazon. And fact of the matter is, Walmart won't take those tracking numbers. So that's a big thing. So let's talk about what happens with two-step and why two-step is the absolute best method for you to use. And that's simply because you're going through the exact same process. You're putting a bunch of products on Walmart. However, there's a middle step in between from the product being shipped to Amazon to the customer. They're instead being shipped to your intermediary warehouse. Now that warehouse can be a third-party warehouse. It could be your own warehouse. It could be your house. It could be your mom's garage. It could be anywhere you want it to be, as long as you have a legit address that is being sent to. From that address, someone there physically repackages the product, they take it out of the bag, they take out the receipt, they put it in your own bag, and then they ship it to the customer with a legitimate tracking number that they enter, and it seems to Walmart that it's coming from a warehouse. It really is. You're repackaging it, you're repurposing it, and the person is getting a package unknowing what you paid for it, so they're happy. They're happier than pigs in shit, and they don't know where it's coming from, which is great. That's what you want it to be. So that's what we're talking about. But most people get caught up in the fact that how are you getting it to the customer in time in order to meet Walmart's requirements, because they are very stringent. Well, there's 1 of 3 ways that you can do this. Now, the most difficult way would be if you're doing it by not doing anything at all and just having that package shipped to yourself, and you've got an Amazon Prime business account set up. So you're usually getting that package in 2 days. The key word there is usually. So you get it in 2 days, but if you don't and Amazon misses the mark, you are fudged, right? You're fudged. You're more fudged than an altar boy at church, right? So what you got to do here is you got to do another step. So That's the first way you can do it. You can do that way and really sweat it out. You won't be able to sleep at night because chances are that the package will never get to the customer in time, at least not to meet your metrics, and after a certain period of time, you'll be eliminated from Walmart. So there's a second way that you can do this. The second way, and this is, I'm gonna throw in an extra bonus thing. If you live in a high rise and you're saying like, Liz, I can't accept packages, that's too many packages, and my community's gonna flag me. You can use Amazon lockboxes. Products get there pretty quick, but you will have to be hitting a lot of lockboxes, especially if you're getting an insane amount of packages. You're gonna have to use several nearby lockboxes and go to them every single day. So that's a bonus tip. But here's where you gotta pay attention. The second way that you can do this is by, and I'm gonna give you two different choices, right? This is a way that you can do it, but it will still cost you sales, meaning you're gonna get a lot less sales than people that can get the product to the customer in time, or people that physically have the products. So the way you can do this is by adjusting the handling time. And here's how you do that. I'm in the back end of Walmart here. All I'm gonna do is go to settings, and then I'm gonna go over here to seller fulfillment. And remember how to do this, because you're gonna have to do this every single day, or you're gonna have to have a VA do this every single day. Once you're here, what you wanna go to is right here, general shipping. And under general shipping, you have this option to change out the days here. You'll notice that right here, there's the days that we're right here on the 12th, but then you got all these days, meaning you're gonna ship this shit out immediately. So it's gotta be to the customer immediately, but you'll also notice that the weekends are blued out. That's purposely because it's basically saying that you're not gonna ship out on the weekend. So what you wanna do in order to give yourself more time is just blue the days out that you need. So this is basically telling Walmart, well, if we get an order on the 12th, we're gonna have a additional handling time of 2 days. I've done this for as much as having 7 days blued out and still gotten 20 to 30 orders. So in this particular case, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could add a 7th. Do whatever you think based on the amount of time it's taking Amazon to get you the package, and then you're gonna hit save. And that's pretty much it. That'll take care of that. And so you'll notice that the weekend delivery is like, that's the extra step that we used to use. But now let me introduce to you the way that we do this now. The way that you do this now is quite simple. What you do is you find the hot selling products on Walmart. Once you know what those are, you order them, you order a handful of them and send them to your mid-person location or your intermediate warehouse. In this case, it would be my house. So let's say I send 5 units of each to my house, and then I wait to get the orders and I ship them out immediately. And as they're running low, I'll start to reorder more. And so pretty much what you're doing is you're just stockpiling some of that product in your house. Now, you don't want to stockpile a ton. That's why you got to figure out what the velocity is of each item. So you might start with 5 units of each of just a handful of products and do that until you get it down. But if that's not an option for you, then certainly you'll want to do the days one and fix that. However, the way that it's worked successfully for us is both this as well as just getting to know the product and what's selling so well that we stockpile a couple of the items and maybe spend $500 at a time. We know that they're going to sell. We know that they're going to sell fast based off of what we've seen. And we basically sit them at our warehouse and wait until orders come in. Now they can be shipped out in a timely manner. We don't have those extra days that bog us down. And it works out much better in the long run because we're not gambling on the fact that Amazon makes these shipping times. So that's it. That's a quick and dirty version of how we make sure that these two-step stores stay open in the long run. And like I said before, I just wanted to remind you that if you do want to talk more about how to either have full-on automation done for you or how to do it yourself, my email is below and I'll be more than happy to jump on a call. But other than that, questions and comments, always welcome. And I'll see you guys next time.